What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lirty E, and you're tuned in to the Banked Out Radio Show.
We're here for another episode of Banked Out Radio Show. I am your host, Andres, and we have on the show second time, Lirty E.
Yeah.
We just sit here talking about, different stuff. And, Lirty, she's been out here moving, y'all. She's been out here doing her thing, performing, acting, creating, more content on TikTok, which is hilarious. The office you work at, oh my goodness. Can we talk about that for a moment?
Yes.
Okay, so I can tell that the office that you work at is a little dated.
Everybody says that.
But to be honest though, this room is the same if we would strip the paint off the wall.
Yeah.
It's wood panel. So but it's cool though because it gives you, an aesthetic look.
Yeah.
And it stands out because people see more modern stuff and things of that nature. But I also love the fact that you're able to create content at work. Is that that doesn't get you in trouble or anything, does it?
No, not yet. Anyway, not yet. But
yeah.
I'm just blessed to be able to, do what I love at home and at work.
Yeah.
And it's fun, man. It's just like, cause I have to, I'm still working on it, but I'm like I told you before, I'm very impulsive. So I like to act on stuff quick. So when I think of an idea, I have to get it out of my head.
Yeah.
So I'm able to do that at work, and it's great. It's great. I love my job. I gotta say that I love my job.
Yeah. So, let's see here. I'm trying to think. The last time I talked to you as far as your career and all that stuff going. Okay, so you remember when your interview was last time? Has it been almost a year or?
Not quite a year.
About 8 months or so, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, but it was last year though?
Yeah, I think it was back in November.
Okay. So now it's June. So so what has transpired since then?
So much. Like I'm picking up more shows, doing a lot more shows, which is great because it's, man, like being on that stage is addicting. Like I'm ready to just get back on there soon. Like May, the whole month of May for me was booked. Every single weekend I had a show, which has never happened to me, and it was an incredible feeling. And now I'm like, man, I can't wait to get back out there and get on the road and do everything, because I don't have a team. I'm doing everything by myself, so it's a great feeling. It's a lot, but it's rewarding. And I'm dropping singles I'm trying to anyway, dropping singles once a month, and they're doing really good. My mixtape, I dropped a mixtape, I Do This in My Sleep, in 2012. So it's coming up to its 10th year anniversary, and I want to try to do something dope with that. But I just been out here moving. I started my own business thanks to this guy. Started my own business.
Hey, you know what? Okay, so being a creative, I'm a creative. That's how I like to look at it. Because, I did music and stuff, and I still do it here and there. But it's more like, when I feel inspired and stuff like that. Like, I have a whole project I never put out. Just sitting on the hard drive. And it's not, I'm not in a rush to put it out. And I would have to go back and record some stuff anyway. But I understand the creative process, right? But I also understand the business process too, and
which is important.
Exactly, because to be fair, a lot of people are creative in the respect of people being creative. But when you bounce creative versus non-creative, then of course, you know, it shrinks the number. But within the creativity space, you know, creativity is like a dime a dozen, really. Now, just saying creativity in itself, right? Not saying where they people rank or whatever, but just being creative.
Yeah, let go. Huh. I know I gotta talk my shit. Yeah. When I flex, diamonds round my neck. I stay down and stay around until my time was next. I'll flex, diamonds round my neck. Now that I'm up, nigga, show me some respect. I'll flex, diamonds round my neck. I stay down and stay around until my time was next. I'll flex, diamonds round my neck. Now that I'm up, nigga, show me some respect. I've been running shit since I was 16. I go and blow the bag on the whole team. I don't want that hoe, I like my bitches mean. She stay invisible, don't like my bitches seen. Fly that ass out of space, take it to new places. And if you find it, stay around, I'll show you some new faces. The ones in your pocket, boy, ain't no big faces. And if she don't play her role, baby, I'm replacing. Look, swag going stupid, getting paid tonight. I got ass and sugar, I won't pay tonight. I stay away from you niggas, cause ain't no fate tonight. And my bank is getting bigger, so I'm having steak tonight. When I flex, diamonds round my neck. I stay down and stayed around until my time was next. I'll flex, diamonds round my neck. Now that I'm up, nigga, show me some respect. I'll flex, diamonds round my neck. I stay down and stayed around until my time was next. I'll flex, diamonds round my neck. Now that I'm up, nigga, show me some respect. Don't play to lose. I got righteous views. These chains around my neck, boy, I use them as a tool. Say my wrist so blind, he can't even tell what time it is. Chain like a soda pounder. Every verse I dismantle. I've been going off the handle. Honestly, I'm hard to handle. Eat you up in every mantle. Bubble bappers in the candles. I be going hard. It ain't really on no Jordan, but I steady be ballin'. My dreams keep calling. These women keep falling, but ain't got time for stalling. Your energy's appalling. They say my swing nostalgic. Yeah. I do this shit for fun, man. Ha! Yeah. They say my swing nostalgic when I flex.
I told everybody else I got to talk to, and I started calling them to the mic.
That's what's up.
They didn't like it, but I told them, I was like, you have to be ready to do a pitch, because you never know who you're gonna bump into. So you got to be able to sell yourself in 30 seconds. Elevator pitch.
I guess that's why I thought it was dope, and they didn't. I'm always ready to sell myself.
That's the thing. You always got to be ready. So what they say, if you stay ready, you want to get ready.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Let's see here. So just in you meeting me and everybody else, we've been able to collaborate on other stuff. So, well, it's alright. I think we already put it out there. So you actually are the first guest on Sunshine's new show, Chopping It Up with Sunshine.
Yeah.
So that's going to come out somewhere in the fall. Now the reason I laugh, y'all, is because I gotta edit all this stuff that y'all see. But it's cool though, because I'm loving this whole producing life, and helping bringing other people's visions.
And it's taking off for you. You're doing a good job. I gotta give it to you. Like you taking off. I watched all the episodes of Behind the Bar. So I'm ready.
I have 2 more to put on there.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
But thank you though. So
really good, man. I like them.
That's what's up. All right, so you can go ahead and talk about Montezuma and
I like it. It's a
Is it bigger than Fort Valley? It's smaller than Fort Valley?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think Fort Valley has like around 12,000 residents. How many residents in Montana?
I have no idea, but I know it's not 12,000.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
Y'all got like a downtown or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, Fort Valley got the college, so
Yeah.
that's big there.
Yeah.
But it's a small town, small community. But I have family that I love very dearly there. But it's not somewhere that I want to be for the rest of my life, you know.
No, I understand that because your ambition and your aspirations for yourself and your goals and stuff are bigger than what the city would be able to allow. Just due to it has to have an ecosystem to be able to support that mission, which I get. But I'm like, that's the thing with like Hollywood and all that stuff, right? If you go and research all these people who made it big, a lot of people came from smaller towns.
Really?
Yeah, you don't really get to see a lot of people who like go and just like look at what they claim or they know they rep their hometowns.
Yeah.
One, because metropolitan areas, even at the size of Macon and Atlanta and all that, people are accustomed to being able to do that dream at any given time that they want. So the desire to really go and compete with other folks in bigger places for bigger platforms isn't there as much. That's why you have a lot of outsiders always flooding to those places because those resources aren't there. Like Milledgeville, right? I don't know anybody who's doing something at the level of like what I'm doing as far as podcast, radio, content creation in Milledgeville. So if I go to Milledgeville and I start setting up shop, start doing a lot of stuff in Milledgeville, it's going to bring a lot of eyeballs, right? And people will start to flock here, and you'll see there's a resource there. But like here, a lot of people, get accustomed to doing stuff. Now, there are other podcasts being developed now, which I'm not saying I'm the king of the podcast or whatever. I could, whatever, but people know what it is at this particular point. Because I put the numbers out there. Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. Now I want other people to, do other things, and we can have a media hub here with entertainment, media, podcasting, journalism, all that stuff. We have 3 news stations. We have 3 radio stations. You don't have that in Atlanta, in the urban, area. We're not as big as Atlanta as far as the demographics, number or whatever, but there's big enough market though, and it's a research market. I don't know if people realize that Macon is a research market. That's why there's 3 stations here. It's
historic. Macon is historical, so that's what draws people here too.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of stuff going on that people don't realize the magnitude of it, because some of the people who are here in Macon are so concentrated on the area that's in their circle, and that's small. So like, I live in District 5 in Macon, right? We have 9 districts. And in my district, I think it's around 18,000 people who are registered to vote, or at least on that voters list. I think it's around close to 20-something thousand, or maybe 25,000 people who actually inhabit District 5. That's a lot of folks. That's a small city. You know what I'm saying? Just in District 5. So we have to look at stuff as for what it is as far as reality. But yeah, so it's just that, whatever. I think it's the resources, and coming from smaller towns when you don't have resources like that or the expertise, then you have to flock to other opportunities and go and get there. And that's why they be so hungry to make it, because they don't want to go back to that small town and be like, I was quote unquote a failure, in which to me that's not failure. That's you trying your goals and it didn't work out, so now you got to apply it a different way. So you did your song Flex video, which was cool. How long did it take to shoot that video?
How long did it take us? It took us probably about 4 to 6 hours. Okay. It was very hot. It was very, very hot, and I can't wait till I blow to tell this story, because I had to do wardrobe changes in the backseat of my car. That's
how it goes sometimes.
Yeah. I changed clothes in the backseat of my car at every site, and it was fun. It was fun, and that's what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be about fun, and even though Flex is about doing what they told you that you couldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
So you flexing on you. You saying, you telling them like, I did it. Watch me do it. So, yeah, I changed clothes in the backseat of a car.
Mm-hmm.
We shot some scenes out actually over there where I work, on the outside, and we shot some scenes at my house and at the park. The part that we shot it at was Overthrow Park, and they had just reconstructed it, and it was very nice. And I was like, one day I was riding by and I was like, wow, I gotta shoot something at that park. So I ended up shooting flicks out there, and the scenery was great, but it was so hot.
Yeah.
So hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun.
I love that you had that experience, because now you understand what real, because that's like your first music video, right?
Well, that was my second one. Sexy
one?
Rats was the first one.
Did I see Sexy Rex? So was Sexy Raps in depth like Flex was though?
No.
Yeah.
Sexy Rats was like it was quick.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we didn't have like a lot of different scenes like we did in with Flex.
So you learned.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing that I love, because I can tell that you're very passionate about what you do, and you care about what you do, the quality of it and all that stuff. And that's where I can see where, you know, the way that you promoted Flex, just the video, the artwork, all that stuff, the constant promotion on TikTok, because, you know, I get to, you know what I'm saying, you're constantly on TikTok moving content, and that's how you was able to, you know, you done got to, where you're past 15,000, right?
Well, that's on Instagram.
Okay, Instagram.
On TikTok, we're at 3,300, so
Okay.
we're still building from the bottom at TikTok, but
constantly doing stuff is how you got your Instagram numbers, plus now you're doing your TikTok numbers.
Yeah, consistent,
Exactly, and that's what I like about you. You're very consistent.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because you have a lot of artists who'll do stuff, but they won't be consistent, you know, and that's the thing I keep telling them about. You don't necessarily have to put out new songs all the time. You just got to do different stuff. That's why I love how the fact that you come on location, you record behind the scenes content. That needs to be done every time, because that is a part of putting out, that's actually content, and people love behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
Like
that's part of the marketing.
Yeah, I went to a podcast conference, me and Tori. I don't know if you saw that video I put out. I got an intro that I did. I have not, okay, so this was Memorial Day weekend, right? It was, 20-something days ago or whatever. Three, almost going on 4 weeks. I just now getting to the content and editing. That's how much stuff I got. It's hilarious. I'm gonna love when I get interns who can actually do video editing. That's gonna be fantastic. I can just shoot, tell them this is the format that I want, and then bam, or they can look at the templates that I set up for them. So I got the footage or whatever. So basically, I was able to get 5 interviews while I was there. I took my camera on purpose. I'm walking around with the camera, and I got Tori, whatever, filming her. We walking down the street, going to the conference for 2 days and stuff like that. I should have got us eating and all that. That would have been hilarious. But I put it together, and I put out it was like a minute and a half, something like that, just showing all the different stuff. And one of the actual topics was for Instagram Reels, behind the scenes stuff. People love behind the scenes. And it just confirmed what I already knew about other experts talking about it. And we got to meet like a lot of different people who are all over the country. I met people from Pennsylvania, California, Atlanta, Maryland, where else? I think Indiana, Florida, all sorts of places. Yeah, and that's the thing I love about conferences. You get to meet people. Like, I go just to network, regardless of the information. I don't care if I know the information, I'll go just so I can meet new people. That's the thing about, again, with networking. When you put your all into networking, it starts to pay you back. Because people get to feel how genuine you are, and then where can you meet so many people for, if you really want to break it down to money? Some of these people, you would have to pay to meet them. They would charge you thousands of dollars, and that would be with one person. I paid for 2 concert tickets, whatever, for mine and hers, conference tickets. Now, I paid for the premium one because I'm on the shirt and swag and all that stuff. But still, let's just say $300. I got to meet all these people for $300. Where you going to get that at? That's like, you know what I'm saying? All the people I met or whatever, and I met a lot of people. So I would say, yeah, let's say I met 30 people for $300. That's like $10 a person. where am I gonna pay to get that at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Now, if you want to include hotel and all that stuff, whatever, of course the price goes up a little bit still. But still, I'm like, I got access to all these people, and I can get access to their network because if I'm doing collaborations with them, that's how I'm building. They're gonna get put. I'm gonna get put into their network. They're gonna put it into mine, and people gonna share and blah blah blah.
But that's just like, I don't mean to interrupt
No,
you.
go ahead.
But that's just like social media networking too, because like that's what I do. Like on my Instagram, on my feed, on my end, it's nothing but industry people. Like my best friend, she's really in depth with the music business. She helps me a lot, so she'll tell me, she's like, hey, you need to follow this person, and then this person I'll be at this mixer or anything, then they'll tag this person, so I go follow this person. Like you just have to put yourself in their world, like insert yourself. That's what networking is. You're inserting yourself. So yeah, you just gotta know how to do it. Like you gotta learn how to talk to people. Like can't just go in with arrogance, like, yeah, like they gonna come to me. No, you can't go in like that. You have to go in.
You want people to come to you, you got to put up a lot of bread to market yourself and put yourself in that level to make yourself hot. That's the misconception that I see a lot. People think, one, there's no such thing as viral organically anymore. I'm like, that's thrown out the window. Because even now that I've been telling people this for years, but even with Facebook and Instagram and all that, now you got to pay to like really get in, to build your platform to where you can go from 0 to like 60,000. That's advertising. Like, but it is what it is, because they weren't gonna sit back and just allow you to, make these, let this stuff go organically or whatever, not get anything out of it. Too many people were seeing what they were doing and copying it. So I've seen where they changed parameters, even monetization, all that stuff or whatever. I just got approved to do stars on Make That Radio Show page. So yeah, so I can do stars now. So y'all can send stars to Make That Radio Show page. Yeah, send your stars.
Send stars.
But yeah, so I was having conversations with my videographer at the time. We were talking about that. Like, yeah, Facebook and all that, they're gonna make people start paying, which I've never had a problem doing that, because to me that's marketing. But some people don't look at marketing as a necessary thing. They look at it like this expense that you don't get anything out of it. And I'm like, that's not how you're supposed to be looking at that.
Exactly. Okay. Like, you're going to get everything out of it. People are seeing you. And the more you network, the more people see you. Like, how do you not see networking as important?
Some people, they just don't. So what do you have like lined up, or what do you want to, go ahead and bang out for the rest of the year?
I have a show coming up in July 9th. I'm working on, like I said, I want to create an album, but I'm still working on building my fan base. Shout out to the ones who are listening and who have been there from day one. I really appreciate y'all for streaming my music, those who have bought my music, those who have, put others onto my music. I'm very appreciative, and I just want to continue to make music, man. Like, I don't like, it's to the point now that I don't care about everything that comes along with it. I just enjoy doing it because it's something that I love to do, and it's something that I'm good at. And I just wanna give the world, a piece of Lirty E.
That's what's up. So are you dropping like singles the rest of the month for the rest of the
yeah. Probably for July I'm not. I'm still I'm still pushing Flex. A couple people asked me about Beach is doing really well. I perform it every time I go to 44th and Madison. Shout out to Mello and Brittany. I love them, man. They're so cool.
I tell you that,
so cool. Yeah. I love them, man. But I love going. I go there once a month, so y'all come see me every month. But yeah, like I perform Beach every time I go there, and then like the last time I had a videographer catch all of it for me. And then, like, I was on stage and I heard somebody in the audience say, "That's my song right there." And I was like, "What? So you know my song?" So, it feels good. It feels good that to be able to go back to a place where, like, they welcome you with open arms, like, "Yeah, we know who you are. Come on in here." And, But I am working towards dropping singles. It's just hard finding the right sound. That's why I'm working on trying to learn how to engineer and do all this stuff myself, because like nobody's gonna do it like you. And it's hard trying to track people down to get in the studio, which is unbelievable because I'm paying you. You know,
you get with the wrong ones. Now I got somebody I can see. He's in McDonough well, no, not McDonough, Lovejoy. Nice setup in there. Like Slum went there. I took him there like last year, no, the year before that. I took him and Precious. I actually got a song with them that I never put out. I got artwork and everything already done.
Really?
I'm gonna put it out. I don't know, maybe next month. I don't know. Yeah, I've actually used it in a couple of ads and stuff that I ran one time. But yeah, but it's
not
nice
the song though. He's doing the same.
Yeah, he really is. The whole singing and stuff like that. And me and him, we got some stuff we're working on too.
I met him at 44th and Madison.
Okay, so yeah, I sent him that way.
Really?
There we go again. Mello learned about Slum and stuff because me and Mello, we talk. Me and the Browns, actually me, Andrea, Brittany, and Mello, we all real cool. And we was there for the grand opening. Andrea and Brittany went to the same leadership class. So leadership and making is a whole thing where, you know, you get invited, you pay your fee, you get to network with all these other people who are in like prominent positions and stuff like that. So that's how they came onto my radar through Andrea. And I've developed my own relationship with them outside of Andrea, even though, you know, we all talk with one another and stuff like that. Yeah. So me and actually, I was supposed to do my business mixer down there. I had the Browns come up for actually they were last year's speakers. I got the pictures. They're actually in the little trailer video I did for the mixer. It's like real fast though.
Okay.
They talked last year, and they was like they loved it. Gotta come down here to Wonder Rock. We gotta do this. I was like, I don't mind doing it. Whatever.
Next song I'm about to do is called Beach. It's streaming on all platforms right now, so y'all go keep that for me, please. All right, it's called Beach, so let's go. I just wanna smoke weed on the beach all night. As your homie tight, guys, so play the stars, I play the song until the morning light. I just wanna chill the hill when I'm with you. Magical vibes is what I get for you. I just wanna smoke weed on the beach all night. As your homie tight, guys, so play the stars, I play the song until the morning light. I just wanna chill the hill when I'm with you. Magical vibes is what I get from you. Yeah, land on some kid. I'm so romantic shit. And if I had the world, I would give you all of it. Analyzing the features, music, feelings, for speakers. Thanking all the stars of all that I got a chance to meet you. Find the signs of what you're giving me through the phone. I feel you anything, never thought you would be into me. Way deeper than love, I feel you are the remedy. The chemistry is killing me. I'm overspilling on love and synergy. You got me open and I think I like it. Thought I could control my emotions, but I can't fight it. Can't explain how I really feel, so I just write it. And I hope it is so, baby, you get excited. Think that's on the phone, turn it to a rendezvous. And I've been slide, trying to get close to you. And through your actions, I know that you feel the same way too. Yeah, you really got me open, you really got me open. And I can't explain how you got me focused. Show you out to the world, but baby, you're a trophy. On the bone, baby, you're the notice. And I just wanna smoke weed on the beach all night. And you hold me tight, gaze up at the stars and play this song until the morning. I just wanna chill and yeah, when I'm with you. Magical bars is what I get for you. I just wanna smoke weed on the beach all night. And you hold me tight, gaze up at the stars and play this song until the morning light. I just wanna chill and yeah, when I'm with you. Magical bars is what I get for you. Yeah, when I ain't learning things like y'all asked me.
Give it up for learning one time.
Yeah, it is.
But we didn't get to work it out or whatever in time. So that's why I'm doing it here. I might, you know what I'm saying, start going down there and doing something. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. But I gotta figure out something. because I know Warner Robins is needing other resources dumped into it, and that whole thing that we have here in Macon, we can duplicate that in Warner Robins too, and then both of them go back and forth. So when I was talking with Mello, because you know they do all the different stuff, whatever, like, man, I think they get some good folks, whatever. I was like, well, you know, Slum, I'm like, he got on there and performed, but it's gonna get all these other folks to come, and I gave him a few other names too. So that's how, you know what I'm saying, Slum got in there, because he was supposed to perform, I think back in May, but he was on vacation during that time, somewhere. So I put them in contact with one another. But you know, again, I'm always behind the scenes doing stuff. But I don't I don't brag about it or whatever all the time, because this is what I just normally do. Now I mention it here and there or whatever, but everybody know what I do, and they know what they do for me. And you know, I have other people who are in my corner who, like, you know, we constantly send folks one another, each other. And whatever happens with those situations happens with those situations. Ain't nobody like, oh, you know, I sent you such and such. But it ain't about that. It's about building, and that's what we all are doing. We all build with one another. So like I said, we're always constantly supporting. Like I went down there and recorded my interview with them. I actually gotta go back and do part 2, because I got a part 2 that I gotta add to, right? And I also got this other series that I'm working on. It's called right now I titled it as The Other Side of Entrepreneurship, but I think I want to call it The Ugly Side of Entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been recording interviews with other business owners who I know have like brick and mortars, or they've been doing it for a while. And we're talking about all the stuff that did not work out. Because
people need to know that.
Yeah, because people see the success that you have, right? And I know you get this. Other artists hit you up and be like, you know what I'm saying, let me blah blah do this, blah blah do that, or I could do that, or I could do this, when you want to try to charge them. Well, not try to charge them, but you should charge them. Because you've learned what it takes to go from 0 to whatever. And we're gonna, actually I want to get into that a little bit with your your what is it?
My company.
No, the well, not the comedy, the thing you was posted where you were doing numbers on, what site was that?
WorldStar.
WorldStar.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold that real quick. So yeah, so people see the same, and I feel that same way about just entrepreneurship in general, because I've been a full-time entrepreneur since 2013. Yeah, December 2013. I haven't, and no shot to anybody who had to do this, but when I quit my job at Norfolk Southern, making $70K, and I only had like 5-6 kids at the time. Yeah, my income went down that following year to like 17 grand, and then it started climbing back up or whatever. So I'm like, I'm good now, and I have not had to go back to corporate America whatsoever.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and some people, you know, yeah, they say it's a blessing and all that, cool, but it's also, it's ethic, hard work, and doing right work. Because you can work hard and not make any progress. Yeah. But I work hard and smart, and I do the right work. So I have not had to go back to, you know what I'm saying, depending on a regular 9 to 5. I will not. I refuse to. I learned how to make money, and that's how I'm able to do all these other things too.
I'm scribing for that point.
Well, no, you're going to get there. You know what I'm saying? I see it in you. I told you this before. You're going to get there. I don't care what anybody say. You're going to get there. Just because I told you I could tell.
Yeah.
You be driving all the way to Atlanta and all these other places, and beyond Atlanta and South Florida, you know, all the way in Florida, wherever in Florida, all these different places to do performance opportunities. That in itself is a drive, and all you got to do is hit the right spots, and the right people see you, and then they take you from where you are to they bump you up to those next couple levels. That's what I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. I expect you to hit there like either after this year or by like 2023. You should be having a point at your career where there's another bump, where you're at the next level.
Hope so.
No, not hope so. That's what's going to happen.
Okay.
You know, I'm telling you. Like, I'm telling you, mark my words. It's recorded. But yeah, let people know. You know what I'm saying, your ascend on WorldStar. You know, because I'm like, you're doing numbers.
Yeah. When I first got on there, you know, I was nervous because I was like, I know it's a lot of people that watch World Star, and you know I've never had that many eyes on me, and I've never heard that many. You know, I had that many people hear my music, so of course I was nervous about how people were going to react to it. But at the end of the day, I knew that I know that you know I have to get people outside of my city, area, state to listen to my music in order to ascend. So I made the decision, you know, to put my video on World Star, and it's been doing numbers. Like last time I checked, we was like at 45,000 views. So
that's what's up.
That's blowing my mind because I've never had 45,000 people hear me. And Flex, I knew Flex was going to be the one. That's why I invest so much time in it. But like I said, like Beach is doing really well, and Sexy Rats, you know, it's been doing well, you know. So they're all special to me, and I'm not gonna let them die though.
Yeah.
Like that's like how a lot of artists are. They put the track out, and that's it. Like, no, you have to promote it. You gotta feed it.
Yeah,
you know?
You gotta feed it.
Yeah, so it can grow.
It's a baby.
Yeah,
exactly. You gotta nurture it.
Yeah, so and like Flex has been out since I think I dropped Flex in April. So I was 2 months. I'm still like dropping promotions and putting ads behind it. And I have my company Purple Heart ENT. Where we help artists that are ready to invest in themselves, which is a big plus. You have to be ready to invest in yourself. Don't come my way if you're not.
If you don't invest in yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. I don't care what anybody say. They lying to you if you don't invest in yourself. They really are, because it's a misnomer that one, people think you can do it all by yourself. You can't. You can get to a certain level by yourself, but without others involved, you won't go beyond that process because you're a plateau. People don't realize that. You can build a $100,000 company by yourself. I bet you can't build a $250,000 company by yourself. And I got money to back that up. So let's run that. Bet you can't build an $800,000 company by yourself. So let's come on, because it's too much demand. People don't realize. Like, let's just say you're doing like, you know, $25K in a month. Do you know how much work you're doing to make $25K in a month? And still trying to live a balanced life, working like, you know, 40, maybe 50 hours a week for yourself. Kids. And even if you don't have kids, you still got a social life. And even if you're doing that amount of money for yourself, you're doing every single job that would require other people in that company to make that amount of money. I'm like, you're the PR person, you're the CEO, you're the accountant, bookkeeper, you're the marketer, you know what I'm saying? You handle the business administration stuff. You're making sure you're in compliance, you're HR, you're all this stuff that goes into doing all that or whatever. So yeah. But yeah, let people know, you know, where they can find you and stuff like that, and you know, what to look forward to.
You can find me on all social media at Lirty E Official. Y'all follow me on TikTok. That's like my favorite place where I am most of the time. I love TikTok because I'm able to be goofy. I'm able to be myself there. But yeah, you can follow me on IG, Facebook, Snapchat, all these other socials. I'm looking for a social media manager. Please, if you're interested. I need an assistant also. But yeah, and you can find my music on all platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, all platforms. So y'all go stream all of my music, not just one, please.
That's what's up. So y'all heard it, Lirty E, she's on her way. I'm telling you, next year she's gonna be hitting another level to where y'all really gonna be seeing her. And I'm telling you, you're going regional.
Yeah.
You're going regional, where you're gonna be able to bounce from state to state to state to state, wherever it's at. I see that in the future. Y'all go and support, and as always, y'all can go and download the app, Make That Radio Show app. Go to the website, Make That Radio Show, or go to Apple Store, Google Play Store. You know, trying to get 2,000 downloads for the app, and you know, just watch out for all the different content and stuff like that. And if you're in the area, you know, hit us up. Whatever you need help with, we got you.
Oh, and stream my new single Sunday Night. It's out now on all platforms.
There you have it.
I heard y'all spinning the block a couple times, drinking wine. It's undeniable you're fine, giving you all my time. You got me wrapped up all in your waves. I caught a vibe, can't let it get away. Say that you stay, okay. Drop diamonds in your timepiece so you will stay a while. The chronic got me stuck, so I'ma stick around. I really hate the sign. Moving through traffic, I'm in your time and on your mind. Yeah, the attraction is there, I'm rubbing all on your